Girl, listen. This episode for me, number 10, was probably in my personal the best Love Island episode, Love Island Games episode. I would say I would maybe second best, okay? Maybe second best because I can't I feel like we got excited over something. Okay, we got excited over something. Maybe that was last one, Andrew. Andreina ass was drug all over the damn all over the ring or whatever, honey. But this has to be at least up there. If not the best, maybe the second, okay? Or third. I'm gonna say at least the second best episode of this season so far. I don't care what nobody's talking about. Like this part here was good. It was good. It was good. And we are gonna get into it. Now, as you guys come into the video, please be sure to like up the video, okay? Like it up, hype me up. All right. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well. All right. There's a lot that I took note. Well, I feel like I took a lot of notes. I don't know. This might be a long video, may not be, but hopefully you guys enjoy it all the same. So let's go ahead and get right on into the thing. So first of all, Garby is trying to convince Andrea that she didn't know what she was doing in that challenge when she was putting all that chum, okay, over there into that egg bowl or whatever, right? She did realize that she was spitting some, or at least she said she didn't realize that she was spitting a lot into that bowl or whatever. I don't believe Garby. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. I think Garby knew exactly what it was that she was doing. Okay. It wasn't that she was just trying to get rid of it, because the irony that their bowl kept being right there by you every time when people are literally spinning the bowl to throw up stuff. Like, I'm not believing Garby at all. I'm sorry. Am I mad at Garby for what she did? Fuck no. She's playing the game. She's playing the fucking game. And that's y'all problem. Y'all stay letting friendships get in the middle of what the game is about. Everybody came into the villa for their own purposes, their own reasons. Everybody's trying to get to the bag. I do not owe you friendship at a challenge. Again, I repeat, I do not owe you friendship at a challenge. Get it together. So Garby says that she wasn't expecting to find love, but she's starting to feel like she really likes Kendall. And I'm like, okay, girl. Now, I was starting to warm up to them just a little piece, but that has changed, okay? Now, Kendall over there checking on Lucinda, and Lucinda thinks that Garby has it out for her. It's like, girl, really? Over a challenge, girl, she got it out for you? She got it out for you? I guess. I feel like after this challenge, right? That's what's going to make this show even more interesting. I feel like for at least a week or so, things started to be like bland. Like maybe like 5 episodes back to back. It was like a little bland. It wasn't really giving us a whole lot, but it was still slightly entertaining, right? But when you want juicy stuff like this, what's going to have to happen is you guys are going to have to stop doing all of these challenges where it's like, oh, whoever beats this time and whoever beats that time type of thing, right? Where you're going to run through this obstacle course and whoever wins the fastest type of thing. Nah, you're going to have to create more challenges to where they are going to kind of like mess over some of the islanders, like a challenge like this, throwing stuff up in the bowl. Whoever got the most, then they get the hell up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So you have to do more games of, I feel, some type of sabotage or something like an intentional, not like the football one when they was pulling each other's tires and all of that stuff. Like that was fun stuff or whatever, right? But I guess it could have got messy, but not really. Like y'all need more challenges similar to that. It don't, not that we got to keep throwing up stuff in other bowls, but create some challenges to where they have to intentionally pick out other couples that they would like to knock off the fucking board. Okay? So figure that out. Figure out what that's going to be, because it's going to allow more people to be strategic. It's going to allow us to see what the alliances are. Like that, when I think about the challenge, right, on MTV, I think it still comes on MTV. That's what they do. We love to see the conversations behind the scenes. We love to see the alliances and how people get betrayed and all of that. Like that's what's going to make it exciting. So we need to get more of that, right? Anywho, Kendall doesn't believe that Garby has it out for Lucinda. At least that's what he tells her, right? But that's not really how he treated Garby when he went to go talk to her. Anywho, Lucinda says that Kendall wouldn't want Garby to do that. I was like, oh my God, then maybe she do that. Kendall wouldn't want her to do that. Like, okay. So Kendall says he wants his girl to get along with his friends. Then asks Lucinda if she thinks Garby is not the girl for him. And Lucinda, well, I just think that you need to, well, he asked Lucinda, do you think that she's not the girl for me? Lucinda's like, well, I just think that you need to be careful. Lucinda, your tune definitely changed, my love. Your tune definitely changed at some point, and we'll get to that in just a second. But honestly, Kendall, for you to sit up there and ask her that question about, oh, do you not think that she's the best girl for me? It's because you really are having second thoughts. You're not all the way in on Garby. Like, you got Garby believing that you're all the way in on her, and you need somebody else to confirm and validate the thoughts that your ass already got. Like, I'm glad I saw through your ass the other day with that fake ass speech that you gave. So, anywho, and when it comes to Lucinda, for me, it's like, girl, shut the fuck up. Shut your ass up talking about saying you just need to be careful with her. Child, you're gonna have to be careful with everybody in this damn game. This ain't Love Island. This ain't the regular one. This is Love Island Games. You need to be careful with everybody. So Johnny and Tyrique are talking, and Johnny says this ain't it when it comes to Andreina. He's like, he wants it to be it, but it just don't feel like it's it. So Tyrique says, well, I think she's a sweetheart. She really likes you, but you do need to, have this conversation with her and not just with me. So Johnny says, well, yeah, I will, because the last thing I want to do is lead her on, and says that she thinks he is going to stick with her because she fine, basically. Like, she think that she going to just be able to ride my coattail all the way to the damn finals. You know what I'm saying? All because she fine or something. Hey, you got me fucked up. And let me tell y'all, I'm with Johnny on that all the way. Like, I'm not finna drag you all the way down to the damn finish line, and then once we get to the finish line, you the reason why I don't win. When I learned, okay, when the red flags was beaming a long time ago, and I should have been let your let's go. Like, yeah, nah, let me hop up off this train now. I'm sorry, I don't fault Johnny not one bit. Get up off that train. So Johnny feels like he is carrying the both of them, and he is. He is now reconsidering his coupling with her and wants someone that's going to help him get to the end. Baby, with the bombshell they brought in at the end of this episode. Listen, this is interesting. Let's keep going. So they get a text, and the results are in, because we did not get the results from the episode before and the challenge when they were throwing up the chum and all of that, right? The bird challenge. Well, Sydney and Toby received the least amount in their bowl, so they ended up winning power couple. The second place couple went to Andreina and Johnny. Now, I could be wrong, but I was like, wait a minute, that's not how it's supposed to go. I thought y'all said the couple that had the most, I thought only that couple was going to be saved, and the couple that had the least would be the power couple. The couple that had the most would be the ones that were vulnerable. I didn't know y'all was gonna have all five of them vulnerable. I said, I don't think that's what they said the other day, and maybe they didn't, and they probably decided to switch it up. It's cool. It made for a very interesting show. So everybody else is vulnerable. They got 5 remaining couples, and everybody else is vulnerable. Andreina is so happy. She's finally happy. Like, oh my God, finally, I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. Baby, the way y'all threw that whammy in on her is crazy. It's crazy. Miss Ma'am was only safe for like 10 seconds. Insane. All right. So anywho, let me tell y'all what I feel though too. I feel like the producers, y'all probably was being a little piece of lazy. I don't know, maybe not. But I'm just like, BIT, you done sat up here and had these folks, take charm from here, throw it up in this person's mouth, spit it into a bowl. BITCH, you better get out there and find out who had the damn most in their bowl and make just that one couple vulnerable. But again, like I said, okay, first of all, I'll be mad as hell. However, okay, it made for a very interesting show. So Sydney and Toby conversations are always boring in my personal, so I just skip right past them. Now Isaiah and Lucinda are chatting, and she still says that Garby doesn't like her. All because she was spinning your bowl. She don't like you. Like, girl, calm down. Now she's over there talking about she get weird vibes from Garby. Girl, that girl has not given you no damn weird vibes until you finally saw that she was spinning your damn bowl as if she owes you any type of fucking loyalty when y'all ain't even got no alliance. Is you cool? Like, bye, Lou. Balu, girl. So Isaiah feels that he's talking about, I feel the same way about Josh, but I mean, I know that he likes me, but I do feel like actions speak louder than words. Like, sir, you was just responsible for getting a couple up out of here, and you think somebody's supposed to be loyal to you? Okay, yeah, Josh likes you, but then also at the same time, his closest person in the villa was Chris. And look at how you did his boy Chris. So imagine how you're gonna do him if you feel like he's a threat. I'll be gunning for your ass too. It don't mean that I don't like you, but baby, this a game. Let's go. Let's play. You wanna play? Let's do it. So anywho, I ain't nobody stun Isaiah and Lucinda like bye. Like I hope y'all slick on the chopping block, but Lucinda, you better be glad. Anywho, so Kendall and Garby. Kendall says Lucinda is his best friend in the villa. So he over there confronting Garby about how Lucinda feels. And I'm like, who gives a damn? Like you're not in a couple with Lucinda, you're in a couple with Garby. So I'm a little confused. Like, why should Garby really give a damn? I understand you want your girl and your friend to get along, but guess what? She's just your couple, your partner couple, okay? She is not your actual girlfriend for her to be trying to be friends with Lucinda. Now, if you chose to have some type of loyalty to that girl, that's your fucking business. But to come over there and try to press Garby about I ain't really like that for real for me. Y'all let me know your thoughts. Garby says that it wasn't intentional and she said, why would I do something like that maliciously? Like that wasn't my intent. It wasn't intentional. But at the end of the day, Garby, even if it was intentional, girl, it's a game. Y'all, you were doing what you needed to do to make sure that y'all were safe. Unfortunately, y'all didn't end up being safe. So why is she even upset when y'all ended? And then this is my thing too. Lucinda is so mad about being vulnerable as if Kendall and Garby ain't vulnerable too. Like, hello? Like, are you cool? You act like they don't want damn power couple and they don't put y'all all the way at the bottom. Like, it's giving a little too much for me, right? So then Kendall asked her, well, do you feel a way that we're close with each other? Like, is that something? And she like, boy, why the hell would you say some shit like that? Like, what the hell is it that I'm jealous about? Like, I don't even be thinking about no shit like that, right? Then he says, well, I mean, it's just weird for me, having my best friend and my girl and they're having issues or whatever. She said, baby, you could just believe whatever you want to believe. I said, I know that's motherfucking right. I would have said the same. I know that's motherfucker. Believe what you want to believe, because obviously your bitch ass believe it anyway. You know why? Because you brought your puss ass over here to sit down and front me about some shit about how she feel. Okay, because she feeling a goddamn way. You thinking I did something intentionally, and you over here questioning my character. And okay, you gonna believe what you want to believe anyway. It seemed like you was believing her anyway, so go ahead and continue to do that. A BIT that you not even in a couple with. Okay, do what you gonna do then. Then she tells him that he need to go talk to somebody else. Like, don't have no conversation with me. I'm done talking to your ass. You can go talk to somebody else because you about to piss me the hell off. Matter of fact, you already did it. Okay, so I was with her. I'm glad she left him sitting right there. Like, yeah, I'm finna go. Okay, because I'm getting upset and you don't want to see me go off. Okay, you don't want to see me go off. So Garby says that she knows what she did was wrong. And I'm like, no, ma'am. This is what she's saying in the confessional. Like, okay, I know what I did was wrong. I said, no, ma'am, you did nothing wrong. In my personal, I don't think Garby did anything wrong, but you were right, okay? You were right about the fact that Kendall ass did not support you in that situation. That is how I feel. Then he runs to Sydney to tell his business to her, okay? Kendall didn't like that Garby walked away from him. Boy, go ahead. And I felt like, he was nitpicking. I said, yeah, you nitpicking because you was never all in to begin with. Okay. And I'm glad for myself. I walked right on back up off of the fact that I'm liking Kendall and Garby. Okay. Because you really revealed your hand the other day with that fake ass speech talking something. She makes me feel electric or something. I'm like, boy, that's the same shit you said about Nicole. Just fake. Anywho, so Tyrique and Justine, now he's trying to warm all up and get cozy to Justine, but Justine is paying attention. But Justine, baby, unfortunately, you was not paying attention enough. And unfortunately, the plan that Tyrique wanted to put up upon you actually came through. Girl, I am sick about it. But let me tell y'all, when it come down to voting, before we even got to the bombshells and all of that, I had already said in the very beginning, once I saw that it was going to be a vote, I said, I'm voting for Justine. And it's crazy for me because I was not very fond of Justine coming into the villa because I'm like, damn, she just won. Like, why y'all sending a winner back in, right? But at the same time, like, it is what it is. I liked how they sent Johnny and Justine in as if they were trying to help out, okay? The people that were at the bottom. So I like the way that they entered the villa. So I'm like, okay, she here now, cool. So for me, my vote is going to Justine. And if I couldn't give a vote to Justine, I would give a vote to Garby. I would say Garby. I would say my vote would definitely go to Garby. I've been over here checking the app trying to see if voting is up just yet, and it is not, because I am definitely trying to go ahead and vote for Justine. When it comes for voting for the guys, for me, I think that I am going to be voting for Josh. I think I'm going to vote for Josh and I'm voting for Justine. Those are the two that I would like to see. Now, for me, at the end of the day, and I'm probably going to repeat myself by the end of this video, I want to see competitors in the house. Okay, I want to see people battle it out. Okay, I know this is not the challenge, but it need to be on the edge. Okay, just a little piece. I want to see real athletes, whatever the real fighters, okay? Real competitors up there in the house, okay? I understand we got our little piece of love, but all right, so I want to, you know what I'm saying, but at least majority of the cast I want to see. So, yeah, so she's over there talking to Tyrique, and he says that he didn't want nothing to do with her until he saw how sexy she was looking. I see how sexy you looking there. Now all of a sudden his mind done changed. He want to talk to her. Something he wants another chance because he does like her. But at first she not feeling it, and I love the fact that she wasn't feeling it. She asked, "Is he playing her?" Okay, she's like, "You're not playing me. You're not just playing the game, are you? Because the switch up is crazy." And you over here reading me, I'm reading you too. I know that's right. But you did not read the book long enough, okay? So he says if this was a normal Love Island, he would have kicked her to the curb. I believe it. I believe he would have kicked her to the curb for sure. I definitely believe it. He says that he needs her for the games, but she'll have her day. She'll have her day, and the whole time I'm like, well, we shall see. I hope you had your day before hers. No, 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 no. Girl, Love Island is definitely Tyrique's world, okay? And he is getting what he want for sure. So Andrea tells Kendall about the chat with Garby, and she pretty much says that Garby told her that she didn't intentionally do it. She didn't do it on purpose or anything like that. And Andrea was like, and I mean, although I believe what she's saying, at the same time, I have bruises on my body from moving the table around. So if she wanted to move the table around to where she's not throwing up into Isaiah and Lucinda's bowl, then she could have, or at least into Lucinda's bowl, like she could have moved it. And she chose not to. So I hear her, and maybe it wasn't intentionally, but at the same time, it's like, girl, you could have moved it. And I have to say, Andrea went line. Like, Andrea, like, that's real as hell, like, for me. Because I'm like, this is exactly how I'm seeing it. Like, girl, you didn't have to spit in it, but you chose to spit in it. And it was what it was. And I just don't see the point of Lucinda being upset when everybody's still vulnerable, bitch. Like, girl, shut up. So Garby chats with Lucinda, and I feel like all of this, oh, Garby doesn't like me. Oh, Garby's weird acting. Garby's this, Garby that. All of that energy simmered the fuck down when Garby pulled you for a chat, though. So she pulled her for a chat, and Garby says that she realized she was spitting in their bowl a lot, but she says it was never intentional, and she didn't have a reason to do that, right? Lucinda is now even laughing and chatting with Garby at this point. So all of that, I don't know about Garby and you know, now you over there playing it cool. But I will say this, I think that Lucinda is getting on her Tyrique just a little piece, maybe. Okay, it may be a situation like she said, is, you know, forgive but never forget. So when I have my time, I'm gonna have my time, and so will you. Basically, it was give, she might get her back. All right, now Lucinda says that she knows Garby isn't a bad person. I said, oh, now you know she's not a bad person, but just not too long ago you said that she was on some weird energy, and oh, she don't like you and this, that, and the other, but now she's not a bad person. Bye, Lulu. Bye, girl. So Kendall brought Garby breakfast, but she is still pissed, okay? And was ready to give this food away. So she felt the way. Come to find out, y'all, why Tyrique didn't even bring Justine no breakfast. Like, Justine, was that not a clue, bitch? Was the switch up too quick not a clue? And then the follow-up clue, which was also, these are two red flags on the play. Okay, that he didn't even bring you no breakfast after he now want to do all this lovey-dovey stuff. Like, girl, please. And I anyway, so he asked her about what her plan of action is for the day, and she said she just want to make it through the day. You know, I want to make it through being vulnerable and be safe. And then he kind of did this face where he kind of looked up like, yeah, uh-huh. If I got anything to do with it, you ain't gonna be safe. Child, I said, man, niggas, okay? I said they literally will be, and that's really just men in general. They will literally be around you and be playing in your face the whole damn time. Planning and playing and plotting on your ass the entire time. And if you pay close enough attention, aside from what you want to believe with those rose-colored glasses on, baby, you can see them for exactly who they is. Okay, so she tells him not to fall in love with her, and he says, "Oh, you have my word, I won't." And she's over there joking like, "Yeah, just in a few days' time or whatever like that, you'll be in love." And he's like, "You wish." I'm like, "Girl, are you listening to what he's saying to you?" You're laughing, but he's dead ass serious. Like he's not joking with you. Like he's dead ass serious. And I just expected Justine to be smarter and quicker than that. But it's okay. It's okay. Everybody had it, it happens to the best of them, okay? Um, so we now learn that Nicola doesn't see Marvin romantically. I feel like Marvin and Nicola had a sit down conversation where he let her down easy to let her know that this is a friendship couple for him and he's not interested in her like that. Mister, I think she deserves to win Love Island. Okay. So she says it's okay to have a friendship couple, but it is what it is. I thought that he was interested. Now she's saying that she's not worried about the money either. Oh, I'm not worried about, not being in a couple with him. But then now she ain't worried about the money because she don't even know what she would do with the money. And it's like, Nicola, like, I like you, girl. I really, really like you. I hate that you are the awkward one on the show at this time. But be for real. Because if it's not about the money, why is you here? Okay, what Jocelyn Hernandez said, oh, why is you here? Why is you here? It gotta be about the money, Nicola. The money can do a lot of things. Now I understand money don't make you happy or whatever. It can, you can have money and be the saddest person in the world, and I get all of that. But hell, if I ain't got 250,000, bitch, when I get me a little piece, I'm gonna be a piece of happy. Like, what is you saying? Like, is you cool? So it's like, don't say that no more, girl. Don't be over here acting like Mert, because that type of activity get your ass sent home. Because where is Mert at now? Watching you from the couch. Let's not, okay? Get in the game and shut up. Garby and Justine. So she didn't like how Kendall questioned her character, and she says she is interested in seeing how he handles the situation, but she not gonna pull him from no chat for no chat. And I said, I don't know, that's mother. You got me. I want to pull him for. You hear me? You don't get to do what you want to do and think I'm finna pull. I'm not pulling you for a. Okay, so I was definitely with Miss Gorby on that situation there. All right. This lady said she'd rather slam her tongue in a car door over and over and over before she pulled this man for a chat. Back up, girl. So Justine tells her to take a mental note of those red flags. I said, Justine, you better be taking some mental notes your damn self while you over here trying to tell Garby what to do, okay? You need to see Hurricane Tyrique when it's on its way. You need to pay attention. You don't see Hurricane Tyrique coming. Okay, do you not see it? So she says Tyrique, he is a good partner. They have fun and all, but she does have her guard up. I say, as you should. As that guard should be up. It should have been up a little bit more higher. So Johnny and Andre, they talk, and he tells her that he is attracted to her, but their connection is super surface level. And she says that she has a hard time opening up to people, right? And I said, I don't believe that. That's what she said, but I don't believe she has a hard time opening up to people at all. But that is just my personal about that, right? So she says that she's had a hard time opening up to people or whatever. And he says he feels like he is the one carrying the conversation a lot. And she says, well, listen, I just want to fix whatever it is that you think I need to fix, because she wants to be with Johnny, right? So he wants more open talks like this to know like what's on her mind, how she feeling and stuff. He wants to be able to connect on a deeper level, so he says. Now, Andreina says that she's scared because she doesn't want to get that vulnerable to where she ends up hurt. And it's like, y'all need to get over this whole, I don't want to get that vulnerable, I don't want to get that vulnerable. Like, girl, it's life. It's life, okay? It's a damn life. Y'all be trying to do all of this stuff not to get vulnerable and end up still damn hurt. Like, just, girl, just live your life. Hey. Like, girl, just live your life. So Johnny tells her it's a lot. It's like a disconnect. But I personally felt like Johnny was trying to make her think, in my opinion, the disconnect and the reason that they don't have deeper conversations, or the reason that they're not connecting or whatever, is because the conversations aren't deep. But really what it is that Johnny's trying to win a game, and she's not, her head ain't in the game enough for him. But he's using the excuse of, oh, you don't, we don't have deeper conversations. And I'm like, Johnny, you knew that shit when y'all was talking before you came into the villa, and when you kissed her and all this and that. You knew the damn conversations wasn't going nowhere then. Okay? Because clearly y'all was hanging out, y'all was kicking it, let y'all tell it. But now you wait till you get in the villa, and then now you want to sit up here and make stuff. I feel like I don't get to know more about you. I feel like our conversations ain't, ain't deep. They service stuff, but it's like, what it really is BIT. You ain't a strong enough competitor for me. Okay. You don't know how to get in the mud like I'm finna get in the mud. I'm not finna carry you. Period. Okay. It's giving Chris. I'm not carrying you. That's basically what he was saying. Okay. So all that other stuff you talking, scoot back. But let me tell you, Girl, we gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about. So Johnny tells her, no, let's get to Kendall. So Kendall apologizes to Garby, and she's confused on him questioning her motives. And he says, well, I just took a mental note of you walking away. Like when you do things like that, I take a note. As if she ain't taking notes on how your ass didn't support her, but you chose to listen to somebody else and get them more support than you gave her. Yeah, get the out my face. So she says that she gave him signals to know she was having a hard time, but he was the one that kept going. I said, yep, true, true. He says he wanted to squash it there. And Garby says she just hope in the outside world that if she's feeling down, that he wouldn't try and come over there and pile up on her. I said, I know that's right. So Kendall says they were both wrong. And I'm like, nah, just you. Just you was wrong, for real, for real. So she says in the confessional that she doesn't think he understood anything she said. I said, yikes. Yikes. You right. Yikes. Yikes. I said, yeah, I don't think Kendall understood anything you said either, because Kendall likes to do more talking than he does listening. Okay? And even when he does listen, he don't really listen to understand. So Andreina tells Andrea that her not showing how she is or how she's feeling or expressing herself is now affecting her and Johnny. And Andrea tells her it's okay, don't beat yourself up about that. Just let him know that this is new for you and it's something that you're working on, right? Andrea is giving her all the tea on how she can fix the situation with Johnny. And I feel like that was just another manipulation tactic that niggas like that men like to use, right? When they really have it, because I feel like you ain't doing a good job of communicating either. I personally feel. I mean, well, maybe he did earlier in the beginning, because he did. I don't know. Did he tell her she not that strong of a competitor? I don't know, but I mean, he is focusing on the surface level. We're not having deeper conversations, but you're really there for the game. She's not meeting you in the game aspect. So as much as she's withholding, I mean, did you flat out tell her that she ain't no competitor? Like, anyway, this is where we at. All in all, whatever the advice was that Andrea was giving to Andrina to work on when it comes to Johnny, even though to me that's not the real issue, I still feel like Andreina wasn't really listening. I'm like Andrea giving her all this information, all this tea, all of this stuff that she may need to work on, and I think it's going in one ear and not the other child. So Tyrique pulls Justine for a chat, talking about he misses her. I said, bro, she about to come downstairs if you let her finish putting her damn lashes on and a piece of blush. She's about to come downstairs. So he brings her downstairs to the speakeasy, right? He's like, I miss you. She's like, I kind of miss you too. I said, wow, Justine, please don't get played the hell out, baby. Did I not know being played was around the corner? So Tyrique says he's still focused on his plan, okay? The exact SHI that Tyrique is doing about getting back at Justine, in my personal, is the very reason why people be saying men hate women. Like, because, like, I'm not under, like, your ego be that bruised that you got to go this far with. Like, really? Like, I guess so. Bombshells are walking in, and I definitely thought that guy that was walking in was Rob. I'm not gonna hold y'all, okay? From that hair, that walk, that complexion, that skin tone or whatever. I'm like, listen, that is that Rob? Come to find out, it was not Rob at all. But Ariana enters the villa and they get a card that says open the package or return the sender, right? So the bombshell, once you open the package, if that's what you choose, the bombshell has to also choose you too, okay? If the bombshell does not choose you, you're going right back to the bench and you will be vulnerable, okay? If your partner that you're in a couple with says that they want to open the package, then I think that the couple may be broke up at that point, is what I think that they said. But if they decide to return the sender, then you guys will remain in a couple. You still will be vulnerable. You just won't be meeting the bombshells. And well, you will meet the bombshells, but you won't be chosen by them, right? So Johnny, Andreina, and Isaiah and Sydney, they also get to choose whether they want to be with the bombshells or they want to stick with their partner. So this is how it goes. Andrea and Josh chose to stay with each other and return the sender. Nicola decided to open the package because obviously something happened between Nicola and Marvin that we did not see and we don't know nothing about, okay? I don't know why. It must not have made Marvin look in the best light, potentially. I don't know. They didn't show it to us, right? Lucinda and Isaiah both decided to return the sender, so they're going to stick together. Garby and Kendall decided to return the sender and stick together. Now, Kendall was over there giving this speech. First, I mean, he wasn't giving a speech, but what he did was when Garby gave her thoughts, the way Kendall was looking, it was giving straight actor. I think Kendall did a great job at acting, right? So he showed absolutely no excitement, no he just gave no energy, right? Straight face, giving straight checker face, whatever. Finally came down to it. He chose to return to sender and to remain with Garby. Okay, so she was really happy about that. So it is what it is. Justine returned to sender, baby, and Tyrique chose to open the package, and I knew Justine was going to return to sender because I feel like she didn't like how she made Tyrique feel the last time she did not choose him. So this time, I think that Tyrique knew she was going to choose him. I think Tyrique knew that she didn't want to do that to him again. So this was the perfect opportunity to play her. Okay. And the producers in my personal helped him out to play my girl Justine. I don't care. I said it. This is what I believe had happened. Okay. And this is what happened. So anyway, so he decided to open the package. And the whole time Tyrique was talking, baby, let me tell y'all, the verdict is out on Toby for me because he is a part of the F Boy squad. But let me tell you something. I was getting my life with Toby's facials. Toby had me on the floor with his facials. Do you hear me? On the floor. I was laughing at that man so hard. I said, this man is crazy. I loved his facials. So everybody wants to laugh when Tyrique gave his spiel on him thinking Justine was going to open the package. I said, he is so fake. Did you think Justine was going to open the package? I mean, yeah, I didn't, even right now, I still don't know how she feel about me. Like, I still don't know where we stand with everything. I'm like, boy, shut up, just face front. Okay, shut up. So he knew what was going on. Justine says that she felt blindsided. He knew she wasn't going to open up that damn package. I said, he did, and he knew that. He knew that. Okay, he says it doesn't feel good, does it? I said, baby, damn, Tyrique got what he wanted. He got what he wanted. She says, okay, cool. I guess we're even now. But he had my girl Justine up there like she was finna cry. Like, and not cry as in like, damn, I'm hurt by him, but I feel like cry as in, damn, I didn't trust myself. I felt something was off. I felt something was wrong. I clocked it. I didn't listen to it. I went against my better wishes. Part of it was because I had to, because Josh chose somebody else, but still, I'm back in this situation again, and now I know he can never ever be trusted, right? But I'm voting for my girl Justine. That's all I know. And I'm over here checking the app now, and she better return. Okay, she better not be in the bottom to go home. Not right now. I would hate to see Tyrique get his full wish. Like, that would be crazy to me. So let's keep going. So Sydney and Toby decided to return to sender. Andreina decided to return to sender, baby. But Johnny decided to open that motherfucking package. Child, I can't. Johnny opened the package. So I said, yeah, Tyrique, were you expecting that? So for me, I was loving it because I said, I bet you Johnny gonna be the one getting picked. And if Johnny get picked, then guess what, Tyrique? Yo, it's gonna be back on the vulnerable list now. I was talking about big talk, child. Girl, please. The producers and Tyrique are working hand in hand. Okay? They are working hand in hand. The same way we've been seeing Johnny on Love Island multiple times, we finna see Tyrique on here too. Okay? Let's keep going. So Andreina says that no. Yeah. So Andreina says that she was ready to fix her flaws for him, but it's okay. Good luck with your box. Okay, then. So Andreina hopes to be single and says, please choose him because I don't want him back. I said, girl, please, you gonna want him back. You doing all that big talk as if you're a great competitor and somebody gonna want to keep you out here. I don't know. Maybe she was just feeling that way. I mean, one, she was upset, but also she might be feeling like, I don't care. If I go home, I don't care no more. I'm just sick of this game. So she might feel like that. Okay, like whatever. Now, Casey and Gabby are the individuals that are inside the box. Okay, I don't know why Casey was making this weird face. It was giving the white boy Stevie J face. Okay, it was giving a white Stevie J face. That's what he was doing. And so what we learned, and I didn't know this, but they're saying that these two individuals previously dated, and they also were the winners of Love Island All Stars, which I do believe is on Peacock, but I'm not sure if I don't know how many seasons it's been or whatever the case is because I haven't watched that season. But yeah, they were the winners of Love Island All Stars. Okay, now so Casey knows half the damn cast, and when they talked about Kendall knowing Casey, here go Kendall. Kendall, you know everybody. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Okay. I don't know why they saying is in my head. A friend to everybody is a friend to nobody. Let's keep going, child. So, anywho, yeah. Um. whew. So Nicola is the only person standing up there. All right. So it looks like because Nicola was the only person standing there ready to meet Casey, they are going to be a couple now, and I am hoping that he's interested in at least getting to know her more, and I mean, I'm cringing. It's kind of like when Bergie was in the house, right? And nobody was really interested in Bergie until they finally sent the bombshell in that was interested, who I think he is about to get married to, but or is married to now. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping that he's interested. But being that Gabby may have been his ex, then we kind of know what his type is, and he probably would go for a girl like Lucinda and potentially Sydney, right? So I don't know, okay. But when it comes to Nicola, I will say he kind of did this face where he kind of stared at the ground and his eyes kind of got slightly big or whatever the case. Like, what the fuck have I got myself into? Type of thing. And I was just like a little concerned. I'm like, damn, she can't win for losing. And I really hate that. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that she is the awkward one out. And I just really I don't like that. I don't like that. It's just, I can't help but my heart go out towards just to be, to be the one that's, I feel like it's like she's social. She's not really socially awkward. I don't think I mean, I guess so. She is different from everybody else. You can tell everybody else has more confidence. She doesn't have certain features and stuff. I don't know. I just y'all know what I'm trying to say. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I kind of feel bad for her, or whatever, right? When you in the villa and everybody else is getting picked and chosen and stuff like that, but you may not be attractive enough, or you may not have but you maybe have a great personality. You may not be as cuckoo and crazy as some of these people are. So I don't know. I just hate it for her. But anyway, so Kendall says, I'm telling you guys, when they reveal who the people were, Kendall said, listen, if Gabby picks Johnny, they're not gonna lose a single challenge. They're not losing a single challenge. I said, girl, please pick Johnny so Tyrique can be vulnerable. Well, she did. And I loved it. Baby, when they turned around side by side, I said, oh, bitch, this is giving power fucking couple. They look like a power couple. I said, oh, it's on. Oh, it's on, baby. It's on, okay? It's on. When she said she wanted a fit partner, I already knew. And the guys did too. She going straight for Johnny. And guess what? She seen Johnny in a duel. She's seen Johnny in a duel. And not only did she see Johnny in a duel for this season, she's seen Johnny in duels last season. And Johnny also was a runner up last season. Why would I not pick him? I'm a winner. I want to get amongst winners. Like, is you cool? Like, I'm not picking you two guys. Okay. No, absolutely not. Love that for her. So Sydney and Toby now have to make their choice because of course they're the power couple. So they have to now make their power move. Well, guess what? This is what it is. One Islander has to be saved, okay, from America's vote. So Toby gets to save a girl, Sydney saves a boy. Toby decides to save Lucinda. I thought he was going to save Justine. You know why? Because Tyrique, Toby, and Johnny are all click tight and they all felt like they needed Justine. So why would you then save Lucinda? But I'm like, okay, I think Lucinda's from the UK. Toby's from the UK. He probably decided to choose to save his UK girly, which made sense. I can't even be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, UK in the house. Like, hey, that what it is. That what it is. Okay. I would want somebody to choose another USA person. I can't even be mad at it. Now, Sydney decided to go with Toby's decision because I think this person would be better for my alliance. And she just went ahead and put it out there. It's an alliance, baby. We got an alliance going on. I'm finna go ahead and put it out here and let y'all know. Yeah, I'm finna go ahead and choose Tyrique. Child, she made a decision for Toby. I think that Sydney and Toby had to sit down and say, no matter what, we got to make sure we save Tyrique. We got to make sure we save Johnny. I think those were the conversations that they've been having. So she already knew who she was going to save. And Tyrique entered this challenge or this ending portion knowing that he was not going to be on the vulnerable list. Meanwhile, my girl Justine up there looking dumb as hell, vulnerable as fuck. But be very clear about it. All right. Whether you chose to stick with Tyrique and Tyrique chose to stick with you at the end of the night, it would not have mattered because you still were going to be vulnerable because Toby and Sydney already knew the girl and the guy that they were going to choose. So honestly, some part of me is like, I didn't even understand why Sydney ass was sitting up there crying when she already knew from the beginning she was going to pick Tyrique. Like, what you crying for? You know what I'm saying? What you crying for? I can see if maybe you was crying about the girls because you developed a relationship with them. Like for me, I feel like I understood why Nicola was crying and she was upset. Yeah, when it came down to the guys, it was more so Isaiah's decision. When it came down to the girls, I feel like it was more of Isaiah's decision as well because he put the two toughest girls against each other, right? Whereas she didn't necessarily want that, but that's what it ended up being. So I can understand her being hurt that one of them are going to go home, right? But you just got in that bitch. You don't really know them like that. So why are you crying and so emotional? Why? Because you didn't pick Isaiah? You didn't owe Isaiah anything. It is what it is. Did Isaiah think he was going to get picked because y'all chose to save Lucinda? And because he's coupled up with her, you supposed to save him because of history? You don't owe that man nothing. So what you being emotional about it for? You know? That's some part of me kind of felt like that. But then I'm like, maybe she's just sad because she don't want to see nobody go home. You know? Maybe that's what it is. So, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. Okay. Oh, well. Anywho, that was the episode. The episode was very good and juicy. If you ask me, honey, leave your thoughts and comments down below. Let me know what you liked about the episode, what you did not like about the episode. How did you feel about Tyrique playing our girl Justine out? Let me know who y'all voted for as I go over here once again to check. Oh, it's up, y'all. It is up. Let me go ahead and vote for my people right now. And then now let me go ahead and vote for the guy. Now, who are the guys we got? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I cannot wait to see who they are going to be. Who's going to be at the bottom? Y'all better not put Josh and Justine at the bottom. Y'all better not put Josh and Justine at the bottom. They better be saved by America. And the only reason why I say that is because for me, and I would like Garby saved too. If I'm just looking at the competition wise, if we got Johnny, we got this new girl, we got Justine, we got Josh, those are competitors. Andrea is showing that she's a competitor. Garby is showing that she's a competitor. What other guys on that side is giving competitor? I can see Toby being a competitor. And I probably would say Isaiah is more of a competitor than Kendall, but I feel like they on the same level with it. But maybe Tyrique is more of a competitor. Well, now we got Casey. Casey is giving competitor too. So with all of that being said, like I want to see people brawling, not fist, but really, I want to see people competing for this money. They don't raise the money up, so now the stakes are high. And I want to see that type of competition for sure. But y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. Thank you so much for being here. I'm JamiThatsMe. And of course, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters. I'm silent. Nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification. Them numbers hit like it's a praxis. Cashed out at the ATM and the ATL. They done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATL. Got them trying to clone me like agents. Game time, I invaded gym. High elevated, I could face the rim. Putting shots up. I got laser focus, about to take it over. I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man? They say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film. I can feel it.